let's dive into the world where black cats rule, mirrors are deadly, and bananas are apparently cursed. That's right. Today we're entering the chaotic, confusing, and sometimes coconut level crazy universe of superstitions. Whether you're superstitious, a little stitious, or just here for the laughs, grab your rabbit's foot, avoid the number 13, and hold your breath past cemeteries. It's about to get irrationally spooky. So, what is a superstition? Basically, it's a belief that's a little supernatural, a little irrational, and a whole lot of just in case. They often come from a fear of the unknown, a hope for magic, or trusting that karma will make sure that stepping on a crack will definitely break your mom's back. Superstitions develop because humans hate risky, unsure situations. We like control, even if it's just pretending knocking on wood will save us from bad luck. Before we dive into some facts and theories, I'm going to give you some background info. So the word superstition comes from the Latin superstitio, meaning a standing over or a surviving. Sounds fancy, but it's just people trying to survive bad luck. So the most popular superstition is knocking on wood. And all of you guys have probably heard of the superstition knocking on wood. And even if you do, you might not know the history behind it. So knocking on wood comes from tree spirits. So right now you're probably like, Mallory, what the heck is a tree spirit? You're crazy? I can answer that. I am crazy, but cultures, including the Celts and the Germanic peoples, thought that gods or spirits lived in trees. So knocking on wood could have been hoped to get rid of spirits, ask for protection, or just being thankful and showing gratitude. Alrighty, walking under a ladder. Medieval Europeans thought that ladders were associated with gallows and death, while ancient Egyptians thought the triangular shape of a leaning ladder was sacred and a symbol of their gods. And lastly, Christians who believed the triangle represented the breaking of the Holy Trinity. The broken mirror superstition is simple. You may look in the mirror and see good features and charm, but if it's broken, people tend to believe their bad features will appear and their charm is broken, like the mirror. Or if you break one, it will trap your soul. Okay, step on a crack, break your mother's back. As you may know, cracks in the earth, on a sidewalk, or almost anywhere have been seen as portals to the realm of the supernatural for good and ill. So the superstition of stepping on a crack, breaking your mother's back, is associated with bad luck because it's known as when you step on one of these cracks, you will cause harm to a family member because people think it will invite or release unwelcome spirits into the world to do someone harm. Not only do airlines and airports often skip a 13th aisle or the 13th gate, but more than 80% of high-rise buildings all over the world lack a 13th floor. And even hospitals and hotels often choose not to have a room with the number 13. Like some different superstitions that have something to do with the Last Supper, the 13th is too seen as unlucky because the great betrayer, Judas Iscariot, was the 13th member of the dinner party that led to Christ's crucifixion. Okay, so we're like testing to see if heads is good luck and tails is bad luck. So, I'm gonna scatter these pennies and close your eyes.
Okay.
Okay.
Do I gotta pick
You
one?
pick, yeah, just pick. No peeking.
Heads up.
Alrighty, guys, let's hit some facts. Did you know that 1 in 4 Americans are superstitious? The rest are just lying. China tops the charts for superstition practices. In Sweden, avoid wearing green to weddings. No green dresses allowed. Seeing 5 crows might mean sickness. 6 crows, death. Did you guys know that bananas are bad luck? Now you have an excuse to tell your parents. In some cultures, peeing against the wind attracts benevolent spirits, which is probably not advice you want to follow in public. You guys were probably blown away by that one. You guys might be wondering, do I think superstitions work? No. There's no scientific proof knocking on wood does anything except annoy your furniture. Ladders don't cause bad luck, just broken bones. The fear of number 13? Cultural. There's nothing inherently lucky about it. And that happened a lot in history. But here's one thing. Humans use superstitions to feel in control. It's psychology. That's why I think that there is no first superstition. Why? Because still, way back in the olden days, they thought differently. And that's still today. They do help people bond and create traditions.